Gabe from Nuclear Remains, and you're listening to DIEnecology Podcast.
I'm Aiden Santelli from Blood Loss, Nuclear Remains, Colostomy Bag, and Sphingos Mylanese. You are listening to DIEnecology Podcast.
Do you ever fantasize about being killed? About all the different ways of dying?
Is it to awaken and feel the passing of time? Or is it the fading beat of your own heart?
They learned parts of a dismembered female body had been found in a remote corner of San Bernardino County. Why was her skull left outside a local restaurant? And where is the rest of her body?
Death is only the beginning.
Corey Gorechrist, DIEnecology Podcast. I'm your DIEnecologist. We are here on site with Nuclear Remains here in Chattanooga. How you guys doing, man?
We're chilling, brother.
Doing good, man.
Doing hot
great.
and sticky here.
Yeah, hot and sticky, cicada fucking
Oh, yeah.
bridging it up.
You know, they're talking to us.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
They're in the trees.
So here with Anthony, Aiden, Anthony, and Gabe. Yeah, everybody. We're all here. The boys are out. Let's do it. It's actually been a year since your last full-length album.
Yeah.
Like after like a few days ago. So yeah, it's crazy.
I
Isn't
forgot to
it?
post about it.
Yeah. So I guess talk about the year. Like you guys Maggot Stomping it, doing the thing. How's the trajectory? Like how's it gone since your debut?
Once we put that album out, we saw like a huge growth in like listening, and like our fans became a lot more like intimate and shit, and people started like actually knowing our material and coming to shows and being like, play this song, play that song.
Yeah.
It's like it got a lot more intimate. I thought it started to feel like we're not just some local Arizona band anymore.
Sure, yeah.
You know?
Yeah, what's the scene like in Arizona?
Super dope.
Yeah?
Super popping right now. Lots of very creative individuals releasing really dope music. Most of them are our friends, but even the ones that aren't like direct friends of ours, like still everybody's just like super creative.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah, not a lot of
sick
beef.
death metal.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Not a lot of beef or anything either.
That's good.
We all get along pretty good. Most of the beef comes from like, you know, other genres.
Which is weird.
Most
like,
of the death
you know,
metal and like BDM guys, we're all chill. We don't beef with each other.
Sure, yeah.
But
We just play music, man.
I like
It's all
how now, like, beef's kind of subsided with, like, the hardcore scene. They're more embracing, like, death metal now, I feel like,
Yeah.
than they used to. You know, it used to be it was such a divided scene with, like, you know, because death metal people are so against, like, karate kicking and all that shit. It's like, I don't give a fuck what you're doing as long as you're moving. Like,
yeah,
you're showing out for us.
Yeah,
like, I
just
appreciate that, you know?
just don't kill like some guy who didn't deserve it. You know?
Right, exactly, yeah.
Some guy in the background just watching, nodding his head, and he gets his tooth knocked out. I mean, what did he do? What did he do?
Don't cry when we hit you back.
I mean, yeah,
Right,
like
yeah, exactly.
if you hit me and I'm just enjoying my time, like don't get mad when I push you back. Like,
So I feel like the divide's kind of gotten a lot, like, thinner. Because,
Yeah, we definitely see like a lot of hardcore people like coming out to our shows.
That's
now.
good, yeah. You guys are very
and
thrashy,
they bring
too,
the
so.
energy too.
They do. And
Yeah.
They definitely get the death metal guys to stop being shy at mosh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
fuck
A lot of us death metal dudes are just like,
Maybe I'll mosh the next song.
this is the first time I've gone outside in like 4 weeks.
I'm tired.
There's a dry mold on my ass right now.
So how long you guys been touring now? Is this just like one of your, like, you guys been going on a run lately?
Second,
This is like our first like proper tour we've done. Like last year we did like a little like mini run in California with Regurgitated and
Yeah,
Chills.
yeah.
But like all those shows, like we had to like go out our way and like book those on our own. But like with this show, it's already like the show's already like set, and we just got
Nice.
asked to like hop on the tour. So,
Oh yeah.
yeah. So yeah, much more professional.
For sure, yeah.
It's like our second time being like on the road, playing like
Third.
back-to-back shows. Playing like back-to-back shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we've done a few fest appearances in Texas where it's like, you know, we're on the road forever and just to play one show, but
It feels like a tour.
it is very rewarding driving out somewhere you've never been and like playing show after show, just like going to new places.
Yeah, yeah. There's a lot to offer each town. Sometimes there's not shit when you go to places like there's just a venue. At least here, this place is
Beautiful here.
It's been built up here. It used to be very not like this, but it's like a pretty fast growing city. So there's a lot to do. There's a lot of food to like.
Yeah, we're used to our
like,
brown and red state. You
Yeah.
know, it's like we finally come out here and see some real green.
Yeah.
Here,
it's pretty out here.
very pretty.
Is JIT recording?
Yeah, it's recording. It's just on that. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I'm used to the first time I ever did that. I was like, wait, hang on
That's
a
just
second.
me. That's just my untreated ADHD.
Same.
Like,
Yeah. Mine's treated now. But like before, I was like, wait. Hello? Excuse me. So where are you guys at now as far as you guys just grinding it out, playing shows? You guys been writing on the road?
we are going straight into the studio after we get off tour.
Fuck
We're gonna record our 2024 promo for our first release through New Standard Elite.
New Standard Elite's so good too.
Yeah.
There's so many good bands
We
on
definitely want to put something out for them so we can have like, you know, t-shirts with our stuff on it. Because like, he doesn't have any licensing to our old stuff. It's with Maggot Stomp and, and what was it? Gourd.
Gurgling Gourd.
Yeah,
Gurgling Gourd
Gourd.
put out our first tape release.
Word,
Yeah, so we definitely want to give him something so he can like show us our love, get out through New Standard Elite.
Get some long sleeves. So
Yeah, and then after that,
all over it.
After that, we want to probably start working on an album too to get the promo out.
Album, and then I think there's been talks of like a split amongst a handful of the NSC bands.
Nice, man. Yeah.
Some of the new up-and-comers, definitely.
You guys fit right in with it. Fuck yeah. So where are you guys off to next after this?
Richmond, Virginia.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. I love vagina.
Yeah, remember, the only time I ever really went there, I saw like the last couple barbecues they did there. That was really sick.
Oh,
There's a lot of good bands on there.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, they have really good barbecue out there too. So
I'm also just stoked to be on this side of America. I've never touched.
Yeah, we've never really
like the southeast.
I've never
or whatever.
breathed this air.
It's pretty.
It's
I
really
love it
beautiful.
so much.
The weather's not good right now, but it's been better than a lot of other. Like if you go further south, obviously it's muggy as fuck.
We were used to suffering
more
in heat.
Yeah,
you know?
more what you guys are accustomed to, but this is
It's just the stickiness.
We
we're
just
not
got a
used to.
dry heat.
Yeah.
That's the only difference.
It's a dry heat.
That's what they all say.
But it's pretty chill out here today, so that's good. It's cloudy. It's nice. Cicada fucking, you know. It's
Cicada chat.
Still kind of muggy. Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah, they're on Discord. They're doing their thing.
Fuck you, Ron.
So the other half of the podcast we talk about, since we're DIEnecology, we talk about actual like death, if you guys have experiences with it, and if it's influenced you guys at all, like maybe drove you to death. No, I know a lot of it, at least for me, was like I was like a horror fan, so I liked all that shit, and then saw the album covers. Like one of the first things I saw was I used to read like magazines, like metal magazines, and it was back when there wasn't really the internet. You had to like just go to the record store and listen to shit on headphones or something.
Yeah.
So I would get the metal magazines and I would see album covers, and I would they looked dope. I'd put them on my wall. So I saw like the Humanure album cover by Cal Decapitation, and I would just like, I didn't even hear them yet. I just put them on, like, that's sick.
It's the song with the cow and that dude who's getting shit out.
Yeah, he's getting shit out. Yeah. So if you guys have any stories, whatever you're comfortable talking about, if you've ever experienced anything, it could even be remotely just related to that.
Yeah, death has kind of been a big part of my life. Because my father was a policeman.
Oh,
and
shit.
he was in the Marines.
Yeah.
He went and invaded Iraq. So I've
shit.
heard all about that.
Yeah.
He was pretty private about it, but finally started opening up about like some of those experiences.
Yeah.
And hearing about like wrecks. And part of my job, I clean up wrecks.
Oh, shit, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
One day I like left practice to go like sweep up a fatal crash.
That's fucked.
It was brutal.
Yeah. And did that, like, as far as is it just something you're you're accustomed to now, dealing with it? How long have you been doing that?
I've only been doing this job for a year, but
wow. Okay.
I don't know. I think just kind of like from the internet, I'm just kind of desensitized.
Sure.
To a lot
Yeah,
of it.
I think most of us are at this point.
Yeah.
Rotten.
Dude, it just
Yeah.
doesn't
R.I.P.
affect me anymore, bro.
Yep.
Rest in peace, Rotten.
Anybody else? Any
I
crazy
mean,
shit?
for me, more or less, just kind of like fascination with like films and stuff.
Yeah.
Like for this band, like right before the inception, I was like obsessed with nuclear war movies.
Yeah,
Hence,
yeah.
kind of the theme that we built, our image around.
What was the one? There's that foreign film where it's like it's through a perspective of a little kid, and he's in Russia.
It's that's the one with the boy and his dog.
Yeah, it's an anti-war movie.
Yeah.
And it's really fucking shitty. Like
that's one I haven't seen, but I know it's sad.
Yeah, and it's on YouTube actually, or something like that. It's free online if you find it.
A favorite though would be Threads.
Yeah, Threads is crazy.
The Day After was the first one I watched.
Yeah.
And that one like freaked me out because the scenes where like the ICBMs start launching out of all the different cities. And people are just like looking at it. Like the way they made it look in the movie just made it look so surreal, and I was like, damn. But yeah, that definitely like built up a big fascination around like nuclear war and mass death among like nations and shit like that.
Yeah.
Inspiration to write about.
Which is crazy because it's almost like a counterculture thing to write what you're seeing. Like you're not glorifying it. It's more or less like, I need to get this out, like my perspective, because this is it's hard to watch. Kind
horrifying.
Of thing. Yeah. So it kind of breathes into this kind of art form that you guys do, and like a lot of people on the outside would think like, oh, they're just
Yeah, like they think we're all gun ho about it. Like, yeah, dude, go fucking nuke whoever. It's like, nah. We're actually very.
It's always just fascinated me how you get into that like mindset, because
100%.
when I was younger, it just kind of happened. I don't really know myself, which is why I like to ask bands how maybe you guys got into it, if there's like a good perspective on it.
Oh, yeah.
So like, and then you obviously vocalist, have some interesting song titles and fun stuff. So what's your inspiration really?
Well, my main inspiration from the beginning, I was always interested in, when I was a child, like I loved Friday the 13th. Yeah. I loved Nightmare on Elm Street. I loved the 80s horror.
Same.
As a kid, and my dad had no problem with it. He'd let me make Lego minifigures of like Jason and shit.
That's
and
sick.
I was just so freaking interested with like zombies and shit. I remember one birthday I had, they were like, "What did you wish for?" And I was like, "I want to be a zombie." I
want to eat brains.
Some weird kid, but just most of my life I had a weird obsession, not with death, but like maybe like what happens after.
Sure, yeah.
The feeling of it. But like, it's not like I want to die.
Sure, yeah.
That would probably suck. I don't want to die. Yeah.
Kind of gets you acclimated to it if you're writing about it, expressing it, then it's less of a thing to be like, oh, I kind of fear it. It's more like, it's like you're not embracing it, but you're also just like, it's fine,
Yeah.
in the present.
After like seeing like,
I should probably go for
oh yeah. After
Thanks, man.
After seeing all the like macabre imagery and stuff, I started getting into like the mindset of people and why they do that, and why they murder, why they rape, all that shit. I want to know why. Like, what makes someone think like that?
Sure.
So like I've always thought like psychology and like shit like that. I've always thought it was really cool. What got me into death metal mainly was looking for like a music genre that's like heavy but thoughtful.
Yeah.
For sure. That's why I love old school death metal and like brutal death metal. Some brutal death metal is I mean, some is just like
it's like more technical noise than anything.
But yeah, mainly it's just like I never wanted to be like an edgelord with it, It's like, I'm so obsessed with death in it. It's crazy part. Like, you never could get into my mind and
Right, yeah.
think about these things.
Actually,
No, it's more
kind of
just been
like the word to say it. You're just like making a character, and then you believe that you're that kind of perspective. I don't know.
Some
people do that. Edgelord people, yeah.
Oh yeah, the people who get into Heath Ledger Joker too much, you know, like,
Take it a little too
Or
far.
even Joaquin Phoenix Joker now. They're just like,
oh yeah.
shoot you in the subway. You know.
Why do they make fun of me?
I wonder why.
Weird, man.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, but it's always just been like something I thought was interesting and something I always, you know, I never could relate to it,
Yeah.
but I always thought it was cool. And I like the metal because it's like, I like how everyone's more focused on like music and like themes and stuff instead of just like, well, it sounds good. The guy who mixed it is really good at mixing.
Right,
so
yeah.
her lyrics really hit you. Oh,
you're good.
really hit you. Really.
Yeah. Even though 5 other people wrote it, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, no, for real. That's it. I also like just how personal the people who make it is. It's like, yeah, I'm not going to make any money from this, but I'm still going to do it. I'm still going to love it.
Yeah, the passion's real with death metal and extreme music. And it's always kind of, that's what tapped me into it really too. It's just like, it's not, you can be fake about it, but for the majority it's not fake. It's just, I mean, it's just perspective, and it's, I think it's much needed because you can kind of listen to stuff that feels like you really shouldn't, but the more that we're desensitized, like you said, but to all the real shit. But to be able to have perspective from other people to like kind of understand what you're seeing from different people's perspectives, that really
I think
changes things a little bit.
It's a really cool way to like let out stress and shit too.
Yeah.
Like, my job is to scream in a mic for 30 to 45 minutes.
Right, exactly.
Don't tell me that's not like fun as hell. Like,
Yep.
I'm having a blast up there. When I played guitar, like, I would just pound on those chords, just like evil parts coming, like, swing on that thing.
It takes a lot to tap into that. I think people are you're either in it or you're not, kind of thing, you know.
Yeah,
that's the channel people go for, or they find other ways to release the stress. That's why I always think death metal's so interesting, because we do it the violent way, but it's some of like the coolest motherfuckers like that are not violent at all. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like outside looking in,
like a lot of
these
sports
people are
dudes.
nuts.
A lot of sports and gym dudes love fucking metal.
Yeah,
because it helps them with their.
They work out to it. It pushes them further. You know.
It's like I couldn't play Bruno Mars.
Think about violence all day. Get it out, you know.
Listen to a song about someone being decapitated, and you can pump your fucking shit out for 2 hours.
Of course. Yeah, and of course there's bad apples too.
Yeah,
you know,
right.
there's some of the people who do this shit, and they are kind of demented.
Yeah.
They are pretty fucked up.
That's
but it's
anywhere,
like,
you know.
You know, but like you said, that is everywhere.
Yeah.
And it just sucks that sometimes we get, like, all of us get classified under that,
right,
that umbrella of being, oh, you're just a weirdo death metal guy, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, well,
that's the other thing, too. I try to put this perspective out, like, these guys are chill. They just have a perspective about things a lot of people don't want to fucking talk about.
Yeah.
You know? Like, you know, I'm a lyricist,
so you look
vocalist
scary.
myself, you know, like, I understand that, like, you can put so many, you know, points of view on so many things that you aren't actually a part of, but you can put yourself into that position. Kind of talk about it, you know what I mean? And, like, show people that, like, this is a side of people that you don't really know about. So, but yeah, well, thank you guys for doing this with me. I appreciate it.
Of course, man.
I know you guys are probably needing to set up and shit.
Yeah,
it's been fucking awesome. Yeah, I appreciate your time.